In almost every entrepreneur's career, there comes a point when teaming up with another person seems, we say seems, like a good idea, since two heads are better than one. But getting hitched to the wrong partner could drag the whole operation down. Steve Robbins of VentureCoach.com is here to tell us what are the most important things to look at when considering a partnership. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Probably your partner, right? And knowing him or her very, very well.
Not only is it knowing your partner very, very well, it's knowing yourself very well. The best partnerships are the ones where the partners have a complementary skill set and even a complementary approach to business. So, for example, you might have one partner who's good at marketing, understands customers, another one who's good at leading the company and who can look inside the walls. Or you might have one partner who is very good at understanding sort of leadership and the soft skills, another one who's very good at understanding operations and how you actually get things done.
Which is important, obviously, because in the first instance, you really want to define your roles in the partnership that's taking place. You're going to do this, I'm going to do that.
Critically important to define your roles. One of the things that's common in partnerships is two great friends will get together and say, hey, let's found a company.
Yeah.
And they won't stop and figure out what they're each good at, but we'll all kind of do everything. I was involved with one company that had about 10 principal founders, large group of people, all founded this college straight out of college, or all founded the company straight out of college. And what they discovered was 10 years later, the company was large, growing, and very successful, but there was no reporting relationship among the founders. So decisions would get made by one and then unmade by another and then unmade by a third, and it became impossible to have the company move coherently in one direction.
Surprising that it even grew as well as it did, given that kind of a situation. Are entrepreneurs, in your evidence, in your experience, good at choosing partners who complement them, or do they want to, like it is human nature, find somebody they have a good friendly relationship with?
You know, it's across the board.
Yeah.
There are some that I've worked with who are very thoughtful about who they choose as their partners, and they're very careful to divide up, this person's good at this person's good at the other thing. Some of them, however, they choose someone because, hey, it's my friend, he's like me, we've been friends since high school, and what happens is the company starts growing and they discover they both want to work on the same things, and tension ensues as they have differing opinions.
Yeah. And when tension is going to come, no matter how good the relationships are. So among the things entrepreneurs need to think about up front is how to resolve disputes, how, in the ultimate, I guess, to break this thing up if they have to do that, right?
Yeah, I mean, very few do think about this beforehand, but the ones who do, I think, are much the better for it. If things come to a point where one of the partners is no longer appropriate for the business, maybe the business has grown or changed direction and their skill set just doesn't apply anymore, it may be the reality that the best thing to have happen is have that partner leave. But if they haven't discussed in advance how those discussions will take place and haven't discussed in advance what kind of terms a partner could leave on, for example, what they might find themselves doing is fighting over the direction of the company because both realize that depending on the direction, one of them is going to have to go.
Yeah.
And they don't want to face that.
So planning for separation, even as you're planning for getting together, is critical.
If you have a prenuptial agreement, then you know the consequences of divorce.
Yes.
And if you don't have a prenuptial, now you may still end up in lawsuits, but at least you have some idea of what the downside is. If you don't have a prenuptial agreement, then it's catch as catch can, and the very fact that you don't know what's going to happen is added pressure to, oh my God, we have to work things out, or I have to get this my way, because if I don't, who knows what will happen.
Yeah, great analogy. Steve Robbins, good to see you. Thanks for being here. We wrap up our edition of Entrepreneurs Only with this, and hope you'll be back with us tomorrow night, 9:30 Eastern Time. I'm Tony Guida. Thank you for watching. Good night from New York.
If you would like to purchase a videotape copy or transcript of this or any other CNN FN program, please call 1-888-CNN-FN-01.